Hey guys, Charles Miano here. I'm working with Savoir Faire, who provides my Sanguine materials for my workshops. And I wanted to show you what we teach during my live online workshops. These are not pre-recorded. Miano Method Sanguine was last month's workshop, and I thought I would show you the demonstration piece. I use the Miano Master Sanguine set, which has Sennelier pastels, Sanguine Create Color, and a lead holder available on my website. I also use Fabriano paper. Let me give you a brief overview of Miano Method. This includes 3 basic stages: blocking, massing, and modeling. I've developed this technique over the last 20 years of teaching at an academy. Let's go ahead and start with the first stage, blocking. There are 2 phases here, the abstraction and shape articulation. Here I am creating the abstraction, or the space or design of the composition with the big shape. And the abstraction really means that we're talking about ideas, okay? Not concrete reality, an idea of what's before us when we're working from the model. So I'm creating a block. I'm creating the idea lines or plumb lines, structural lines, gesture lines, rhythms, the external versus the internal, the angles, the relationships, a sense of space, shape, movement, feeling, and overall simplification for what we see. This is one of the most important parts of the drawing. A lot of people skip this. I think it's the start of everything in realism, is the abstraction. So here I am creating the idea of relationship. Look at this wonderful photo of a frame for a house. Before you put the drywall in, you have to frame it. That's what I'm doing. Even my lines that I'm drawing here look like these 2x4s, which are crossing each other. They're going beyond the outline, and it's really about, creating the structure of what we see. This is so much fun, especially if you get into the mindset of structure and construction. I just love it. And having an idea of the skull is important too when you're doing this, and knowing the bones and the bony landmarks that make up the skull will give you a lot of wonderful angles that you need. Here I'm skipping into the shape articulation, and I'm using the Barg schemas as a reference to say, hey, this is how we can simplify things, okay? It's very important to simplify. Look at how close this particular schema resembles the blocking that I'm doing on my drawing. I'm really going for the bed bug line or terminator line, light and shadow, and a simplification of shapes. Let's move on now to the next phase of my method, which I call massing. Massing has to do with shapes of value. You can see here I'm putting in a false value where the shadow shape is. And that's very important to simplify all of the numerous values that we see and compress them into just 2 values, kind of average masses, one for the dark, one for the light. This way, once we see a pattern, we can determine if our shapes are correct, and if they're not, we can correct them, we can make them better. And so it's built into the process, this idea of patterning. Once again, an abstract concept, which can help us to be more accurate in capturing the likeness of our model. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm kind of planning ahead as to where I'm going to put all of these values. We're going to go from 2 to now 5 values. And as we do that, I'm thinking about the idea of planes. And each of these values, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, are going to go into a specific plane or shape. So here's a little description of planes and how we can see that there are basically 3 planes in the light here and 1 in the dark, although we have 2 values in the dark, the 7 and the 9. So we're very specific about our value scenario at my academy, and we use this system of value, this method, to create just about anything that we see. It's so important to simplify, okay? I can't stress that enough. Simplification is of the utmost importance. And as we do so, we can look for the articulation of each shape. That's what I'm doing here. I'm articulating the shapes, and I'm also starting to think about where am I going to put the edges, all right? Where am I going to build those edges? The sharp edge, the firm edge, the soft edge, the lost edge. And this is so important as you're putting in these values. And as we all know, when it comes to edge contrast, you know, the more contrast we have in value, the sharper the edge is going to be. And the less contrast, the softer. All right, so this is a very important stage to start creating the fog, as it were. The sfumato, which we stress very much at the atelier. And really realizing that the majority of our drawing is going to be soft, and that's our goal. That's why I like to use the Sennelier pastels, to give you the softness you need. And the Create-A-Color leads give you the sharpness you need in order to articulate the shapes, which is of utmost importance. Okay, I'm moving on now to actually wiping out the lights. I'm using a kneaded eraser, whatever it takes to get those lighter planes wiped out. I am maintaining a more planar look and simplifying the values. I also want to be sure to maintain the articulation of those shapes. Here I am using a brush to push the Sennelier pastels around the page and create those soft, beautifying transitions, which we all love so much. Sometimes I'll even use a paper towel to do the same thing, all the while answering questions from workshop participants. We have these workshops every month teaching the Miano method. The final stage is modeling the forms of the portrait, which is the finish. So we're going to move from a planar approach to a more form-oriented approach. We're going to move from 5 values now to the full 9 values to render the spheroid and cylindrical forms on the model. These are based on soft forms such as flesh and muscles, rather than on only the bony landmarks. Here are 3 keys to a successful finish of any drawing. We want to exaggerate simple forms, design the edges, and unify the light effect. If we do, we will be very happy with the outcome. Leonardo da Vinci said, "Learning is the only thing the mind never exhausts, never fears, and never regrets." How true that is. Well, that's all the time we have. I'd love to see you in one of our workshops, live online from anywhere on Earth. Thanks for your attention, and we hope to see you soon. Oh, before I go, just one other thing. I wanted to show you the work of my apprentices. We have an academy down in Sarasota, Florida that will knock your socks off. Look at the quality of the cast drawing we're doing there. The work of the students is just astounding. We're teaching them how to create the light effect, how to model the forms, how to be accurate, how to create a sense of space, which is what you can see here in this cast drawing. We have students from young to old, and we start them off with the Corps des Designs bark drawing so they can learn those important fundamentals. We teach artists how to see. which allows them to gain skill and competence in their drawing and painting, liberating their creative expression. Here's an old master copy painting after a Titian. The classical masters are a source of true inspiration for today's painters. Well, that's it from me. I wanted to share with you my love for this beautiful medium. Thanks to Savoir Faire for providing these wonderful Sennelier pastels and Create colors. I hope to see you folks at one of our live online workshops or monthly free global paint-alongs. Until then, I wish you all happy painting.